I didn't like making that last video. But on to happier news, actually weird news, I guess. I wouldn't call it happy news, but Hanoi is trying to stop people from eating dog and cat meat. Officials, this is from the BBC, officials in Vietnam's capital, Hanoi, where I am right now, are urging residents to stop eating dog meat as it could hurt the city's reputation and lead to diseases like rabies. The Hanoi People's Committee said that the practice could tarnish the city's image as a civilized and modern capital. The city office added that consuming the meat could lead to the spread of diseases like rabies and leptospirosis. Over 1,000 stores in Hanoi still sell dog and cat meat. I actually did not know about the cat meat part, but when I asked someone at one of these social gatherings we go to out in Hanoi, he says, "Oh yeah, there's a restaurant near my house that sells cat. You can order cat." And so I want to talk about eating dog and eating dog in Vietnam. And actually, for the longest time, when I was still, you know, a stupid leftist, actually, I don't mean to throw that out there. I'm so enraged by the news lately. I always thought, no, it's racist to say that Asian people eat dogs. I mean, there were so many jokes and just racist stuff. I mean, we grew up alongside Southeast Asians where I'm from. Immigrants from out here, Laos and Vietnam and Thailand. And so we were very familiar with that culture, but then there was that myth that they would steal your dog and eat it. And I always thought that's just pure racism, because I didn't know any Hmong people who did that, and I had never even heard of that. You know, I grew up near a Hmong community in my hometown. And so I remember even online, back in the days when I would go on fark.com, I would, someone was saying, "Oh, Asians eat dog," and I'm like, that's racist, that's not even true. Lo and behold, I get to Korea in 2008, 10 years ago. 10 years, baby. And I find out, yeah, people are eating dog. And I was just, okay, well, because of that, because I was stupid enough to say, well, that's just racist, that's not real. I mean, well, then I became a pluralist in the sense, well, I thought, well, I should try it. I should try dog. And I went to a restaurant called the Pyongyang restaurant, which was near my apartment, with an American friend. And we ate dog together and got it on camera. That video is somewhere. I'd like to share it someday. One of those old videos, but it was just as terrible as you can imagine. And yeah, I don't know how to describe it. You know how a dog smells when it's wet. That's sort of how the meat tastes. So I'm not sure why anyone would eat it. I mean, there's this talk of, well, why not just eat dogs when you can eat pigs? I mean, pigs are just as intelligent. Yeah, the difference is pigs are delicious. You know, I didn't decide that, but pig meat, pork in all of its wonderful varieties is actually quite good. So dog just doesn't compare. I don't know, it's like you have to have a certain palate to enjoy dog. And I remember there was this, I remember being told in Korea that you would see like yellow spots develop on a person's eyes if they ate too much dog, which is really weird to consider. And they have, it's called Boshin Tong, is the name of the dish. It's called health soup. It's sort of a euphemism for dog soup, is Boshin Tong. And I guess they have two different varieties of that in Korea. As a Korean-American friend was telling me. But then a Vietnamese friend spoke up and she said, well, we've got 7 varieties of dog soup here in Hanoi. 7 varieties of dog soup? Anyway, where was I going? Think, Jinka Java. Think. So I remember I was in China, okay? And this is one of those aha noticing moments where you start to read other languages and stuff. I remember looking at a sign for a restaurant, and it said in Korean, Boshin Tong. I'm like, that can't be what I think it is. But then I looked up, and I could read the Chinese letters as well. And it said, go, ro, dog meat. I'm like, okay. That's coming at me from 2 languages, neither of which were English, which I would not notice if I was just a tourist in Dalian. But there, right there, is dog meat. And by the time I got up the courage to go back, the place had been taken down. So they're getting rid of dog. all across the East, and now they're trying to get rid of it out here in Hanoi. So this article was posted like a week ago on one of the Hanoi pages, and someone, you know, we get these angry communists. One of them was like, okay, well, Americans have been dropping bombs on us and polluting our people and all this, showing some horrific scenes of the Vietnam War. And then it says, now they're telling us not to eat dog meat. F your mother. Whoa. It's not just Americans who have a problem with eating dogs, okay? They don't do it in Japan. And the Japanese think the Chinese and Vietnamese are crazy for eating dog, you know? They still do it in South Korea, but there's a movement to get rid of it. And I think that'd be good. Honestly, as someone who has traveled a bit and who has even eaten dog, it doesn't bother me that much. But I do remember when I first moved here into my neighborhood, out here in the west side of Hanoi, I remember seeing a dog on a spit, you know, just like a pig. They used to roast that right near my apartment. They've stopped doing that now. I haven't seen that in a while, or maybe I'm just too used to it. But now and then you will see a skinned dog, just like they would roast a pig. And another thing, which I didn't realize, which, you know, in Korea there was like a specific breed, a specific species of dog that they were fond of eating, that they would cultivate just to eat. Whereas in Vietnam, it's a lot freer. In fact, there is a problem where people get pet dogs stolen and eaten, like they get sold for meat. And so I don't know if it's golden retrievers or hound dogs or what, but you know, my neighbor's dog barks all night, won't shut up, and so we have a sense of humor about it. Even with my Vietnamese friends, I would say like, I just want to go out there and cut it and eat it myself. I mean, dog napping for food, that's a really weird thing to consider, especially like, you know, Vietnam, there's abundance here in Hanoi, right? Northern Vietnam and Hanoi, there's food for everyone. You don't see homeless people on the streets out here, really. You don't see beggars. Every now and then someone busking or selling Q-tips or lighters or something, but you don't see that very often. The government takes care of its people. You know, praise Lenin and Marx, I suppose. But anyway, hopefully we stop eating dog meat in this dog-eat-dog world. And this is my man bites dog story for today. Over and out.